My name is Ayodele Elegba, but you might know me as the Dream Maker. I'm the founder of the Lagos Comic Convention. Lagos Comic Con began in the year 2012 as a bid for me to try and see how the comic industry in Nigeria could actually become like it actually is, in other Western countries. Abroad we've seen how comic publishers come together and have, large gatherings of comic publishers having events and then showcasing the industry, to the world. So in 2012, there was that challenge because we didn't have enough comic publishers out there and people who actually made comic books. So I said, how can I make more people be aware of this industry? And that's how the Lagos Comic Con began. Well, the growth of the Lagos Comic Con has been very impressive since Lagos Comic Con began in 2012. We've seen an increase in the amount of people who actually make comic books, people who actually produce comic books, who draw, who color. Right now we have somewhat like an industry of people who actually make these things, that's comic books, and also an extension into genres like animation and even film. So it has been very impressive. The crowd size has increased from 300 in 2012 to over 5,000, in 2015. So we are hoping that it will catch on, and very soon we'll even have a huge crowd of maybe thousands, tens of thousands that would come to the events. Wow, 2016 is bigger and better. Like every year, Comic-Con has always increased and gotten better in terms of organization, in terms of crowd participation, in terms of quality of speakers. This year we're having speakers from 4 countries from all over the world: the UK, Uganda, the US, and Kenya. So and even in Germany, we're having speakers from all over the world. We're also having workshop sessions. The kids zone is going to be bigger and better. We're having more kids participating in mentorship programs where they have opportunities to learn crafts in photography, graphic design, comic book making, digital painting, and so forth. Also, we have a bigger space. We'll be using the NECA hall this year, which is very nice, a very comfortable atmosphere, very close to Alausa Secretariat and the ShopRite. This year it's bigger, it's better, it's more organized. We have more brand sponsorship this year as well. So I think this year is going to be much bigger even than we've ever done before. Also, we have the costume competition, gaming competitions, drawing competitions. We have performances, poetry, drama presentations, and a whole lot. It's a jamboree, festival of comics, gaming, animation, film. You just name it. It's a celebration. Yeah. What would the participants gain? I think it's just numerous. Imagine being in a place, an environment where the atmosphere is charged up. You get to network, meet business partners, meet investors, coming to the event to discover the latest talents. So if you're an artist and you're at Lagos Comic Con, you can get discovered. We'll be inviting creative directors from agencies and brand companies to come and also poach and see if they can get talents to recruit or employ. For you as an entrepreneur, we'll be bringing investors, angel investors, to come in around to also see the latest trends and latest businesses that is worth investing. And of course, the government will also be around to also support the event, and we're so excited. For the kids, like I said earlier, the mentorship programs, we have trainings and workshops going on. Even for the adults, like our facilitators from the US and UK and Germany, they'll be talking about their fields in the area of comic book making, animation, filmmaking, and also gaming. So there's a whole lot to it's a networking opportunity to market your wares and exhibit your products, and also to meet old-time friends, and also discover new ones. So Lagos Comic Con, it's a place to be. It's a festival, it's a jamboree of creativity, all coming together to move this creative industry forward to the next level. Yes, the Lagos Comic Con, has an exhibition session where you can actually showcase your stuff and be a vendor at the event, and it's a very ridiculous price where you can actually get your stands or your tables at the event, where you can showcase your products and your services to the world. Lagos Comic Con, because of its coverage this year, we are partnered with so many media organizations, and they'll be showcasing all the exhibitors to the world, and it's an opportunity to exhibit your product and services. In the next few years, we see Lagos Comic Con not just being Lagos Comic Con now. We intend to go to Abuja and Port Harcourt. Hopefully we're going to have the Abuja Comic Con and maybe the Port Harcourt Comic Con as well. Of course, Lagos Comic Con keeps growing and increasing in size, becoming bigger in terms of brand participation and attendance. So in future, we have a huge goal set before us. We're also thinking of even bringing some top quality speakers also that we've always wanted to hear from. So we intend to scale it up, make it bigger, and also create a market for comics and gaming and animation in Nigeria. Well, Lagos Comic Con is also open to sponsorship. So we are still open for brands that want to support the event. Yes, we have a number of them right now, but we are still open to having more people. Of course, Lagos Comic Con is affiliated to the International Comic Con that we all know, and being a sponsor of Lagos Comic Con is like associating with a bigger brand, like the ones we have, in the US. So it's the media mileage is massive. We have people from the UAE, UK coming to even cover the event. So anyone who is supporting this event this year definitely will not just be a local brand, but will become an international brand, whereby your product or your services and your logos will be shown all over the world. So I can assure every sponsor, which we're calling on sponsors to come and support Lagos Comic Con. Let's develop this creative industry together, and I think that with more brands on board, we can have a very massive event that we can all be proud of as Nigerians. Well, my charge to the upcoming creators or artists or whatever that's out there is that the shift is here now. The government is shifting from what we all know as the money maker, which is oil, and the attention is being shifted to the creative industry right now. So there's no better time to be a creative person than now. So I want to encourage every young person out there, if you can draw, if you can color, if you can animate, if you can, whatever you are doing, this is the time to become the best at what you do. Go out there and get more training. Come to Lagos Comic Con and listen to some lectures that would open your mind and inspire you to become greater in your field and become more skilled in what you do. I feel by next year Nigeria is going to have an influx of creative entrepreneurs who are going to take over this country and boost the GDP of this country. So I'm excited. Anyone in the creative industry right now, just keep doing what you're doing, get better and be ready to compete on the international markets.